Hello and welcome back to a part 2 of my declutter in January of 2023. These are the eyeshadow palettes and the lipsticks, and I will show you a finale of everything that's left. I also have my perfumes, which are tagged at the end because I had forgotten to show you that. But I will show you a kind of a tour of what's left and how I have it stored, so you can see what's actually left. And yeah, there's not a lot left, but it's so functional and it's so easy to get ready in the morning, and I love it, And yes, I'm gonna always be buying new stuff to try it so I can show you, but I had to take stock. My mom used to always say, take stock. I had to take stock of my stuff and try to get things organized. Now, I had forgotten to record a intro and an outro, so I'm doing it at the last minute with my phone, and I have an Android, so yeah, the lighting's all weird and everything. So anyway, I'm kind of sick of hearing this. Without further ado, let's do the eyeshadow palettes and lip products and perfumes, and I'll be back at you at the end with a tour of my stuff. Okay, so these are my eyeshadow palettes. I'm just going to set these to the side, and we're going to start with the smaller ones and work our way to the bigger ones. Now, this is the Smashbox. This is the Cover Shot Minimalist Eye Palette. This is recommended by my online makeup academy. It's got some really great neutral shades. It's set up similarly to one of my favorite palettes, which was the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. You remember that? It had like 3 or 4 sections, and they each were divided this way. This was Smashbox's version. I really like it. I am keeping this. Just received this recently in a Temu order. This is the Fang 12 shade eyeshadow palette in letter C. Not very much pigment on this, even though it did last all day and had good longevity. I think I'm going to let this go because it's cheap and I have so many palettes. This is not bringing me joy. This is the Milani Most Wanted palette and Partner in Crime, and really nice actually. I like this combination. It's a nice neutral palette. I am going to keep it. I think the quality's nice, longevity's there, so I'm going to keep that. This is the Viseart Bridal Satins, and this is a palette that I have well loved, but it is now almost 3 years old, and so I'm going to have to say goodbye. And yes, I paid a lot of money for it, but it's starting to get old, and I'm not using it enough to warrant keeping it in the collection. This is Langmani, which is one of the better brands on Temu and also Amazon. This is called Snake. This has got some great neutral colors in it. Yeah, really nice. I'm going to keep this, another neutral palette. This one is Ulta Beauty, and this is their Everyday Faves palette. And I think we're starting to get a little redundant now with these, but this one, you know what, if I have to choose between the two, I think I'm going to keep the Ulta and get rid of the Snake, because the Ulta one has better quality. It has some shimmers in it, so it's a better palette all around. This is my Nude York Times Square from Rude Cosmetics. This is an amazing, ooh, it looks like it's gotten damaged here. Has an amazing eye palette, has an amazing face palette. I took this with me when I drove for 2 weeks to Reno, Nevada from Connecticut and back. I used this for my face palette and my eyeshadow palette, and it worked every single day, and I love it. And it's sentimentally too. I love this. I'm going to keep it. This is Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Sophisticate. This is a beautiful palette. It has all the colors you will need to make the perfect eye. There's absolutely You could have just this and it's beautiful. And then you just take a shimmer from somewhere else that you can use your highlight. I am keeping that. These four are from Essence, and there's some nice fun little colors in here. I like the blues and the Ice Baby, so I am going to keep that. In Taupe It Up, there is cool toned, I like the bronzy shade for underneath the eye. I love to use a cool bronze tone. Nice cream there, nice transition shade, so I'm going to keep that one. Bronze This Way, and again, these are all from Essence. Again, I love this bronze here for under the eyes. Nice cream here and a nice deeper tone. I'm going to keep that one. And Dancing Green. I mean, I'm going to have to keep this for St. Patty's Day. I may let it go after that, but again, I've got that nice cream, a nice transition, nice deep shades and shimmers, and you've got these beautiful, beautiful green. Love it. So I'm going to keep that. So out of the small palettes, we're just going to keep these small palettes. Okay, we're going into the medium palettes now. And then we've got large palettes left. So, okay, this is the C color version of the clay palette from Tarte, and this is a beautiful palette. The quality is the same as the Tarte, if not better. I'm going to keep this as a beautiful neutral palette. Beautiful. This is Natasha Denona My Dream palette. You know, it's got the bronze in there. It's got some good usable doable colors, transition shades. It's got the deeper purples, cool tone purple. It's got a black. I'll keep it, but and I know the quality's there, and you're probably thinking, what is she thinking, you know? But I'm just not a big fan of Natasha Denona. I think the price points are a little high, and I don't generally like the color stories. I find that they're awkward. I always have to reach into another palette for one of the colors that I like to use. Modern Renaissance from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to keep that without even a question. This is what is it called? Nouveau. Saved. Saved. Okay. Yeah. Saved by the Bell here. The shimmers saved this. I'm going to keep it for the shimmers. They're really pretty. But I mean, that, you know, that was probably kind of disposable. This is the Roma palette from Essence. It's got some beautiful bright orange, and I like the greens and the golds. That turquoise isn't doing anything for me. The silver's okay. I think I'm going to let this go. This is C color. This is the Autumn palette. Again, we have this beautiful assortment of neutrals and shimmers, and oh my goodness. Yeah, I can't let this go. That's C color. C color does amazing quality, and they're always imitating high-end palettes, so I'm keeping that. This is the Laura Geller Seasonless Staples. This is the Desert Dreams palette, and I remember really liking this when I got it. It's got pretty greens. This whole lower row here is nice, and then you can use this up in the 10 and 2 portion of the eye. I'll keep it for now. I'm not doing very well with getting things out. This is Lorac Pro palette. It has a row of basics, neutrals, and then it's got some shimmers, some light shimmers, some deep shimmers. It's just pretty much got everything you need in it. I think the pigmentation with Lorac palettes is a little bit light. I think their original formula, and I do think they've changed their formula, I think their original formula was nicer than this, but I'm going to keep it because it does have such good colors in it. This is the Stone Cold Fox palette, and I've had this for over a year. I dip into this a lot, so I'm going to have to keep this. This is my own palette using, these are colors I took out of other palettes and kind of put them here. So they're actually magnetized on the bottom. I can, you know, remove them or add new ones in. I thought I would do something similar like this for my kit when I start working on clients. I reach in here for different shades, so I'm going to keep this. This is the Aurora Struck palette from ColourPop. This is brand new, really. It just came out this past month. I just got it a couple weeks ago, and I have been playing with it. It's got some extraordinary shades in it, so I think I'm going to keep it for the unusual shades. So opposite of the neutral palettes, I'm keeping that because there are unusual shades in here. Oh my goodness, here's a Morphe palette. Morphe messed up, I guess, huh? Lawsuits for unsafe ingredients. They filed Chapter 11 this past week for bankruptcy. So they're taking down Jeffree Star and Jaclyn Hill with them, and Hiram and REM Beauty and a lot of the other former brands. I love this palette from Morphe, and I hate Morphe. I'm not going to say I'm glad that they're going through a problem like this, but I'm just saying it's, you know, what comes around goes around. I love this palette, but I don't want to keep it in my collection. I don't like Morphe. I don't want to be reminded of it, and it's kind of a moot point to even talk about this palette with you, because nobody's going to be able to get this except at TJ Maxx in about 2 months. So I'm going to let this go. This is the 35XS No Silent Nights palette. It was my top palette of the year for seasonal palettes. I do love it, but I'm going to let it go because it just has no joy in my life. This is probably my favorite palette. This is the You Can Be Exotic Flavors, and this has a little bit of everything. And if you see down here, the whole bottom row here, they're all neutrals. And then you've got like orange, pink, yellow, green, purple, blue, and the neon. It's got everything you would ever want for colors. So I'm going to keep this because I think it's got some great potential to be like the best palette. Now this one is Spotlight from the same company, You Can Be. It's got a lot of shimmers, a lot of bright color shimmers. Oh boy. It's got that beautiful bronze like for under the eyes. It's got a couple of greens here. Let me just sit on this one for a couple of months. I might let it go for the summertime. So I'm going to keep Spotlight from You Can Be. We're getting tougher now. This is the Ozzy Osbourne palette that he made with Revolution Beauty. It's shaped like a coffin. And the difference between a coffin and a casket is that a coffin is shaped like this, and a casket is shaped more rectangular. So this is a coffin, and there's some beautiful greens in here, silvers, bronzes. I really like this, and the novelty of it is just so sweet. I think I am going to keep it because I do like the greens in here. Now this is the tough one. This is really tough. This is the Game of Thrones from Urban Decay. If anybody messed up a launch, they did. They really did with this. This has the pull-out throne, Iron Throne. I love the show. I was a huge fan. I've seen it probably 6 times. Now, these are from, I think, 2018. They are now too old to use, so the only reason I would keep this palette is as a collectible. And as I'm always preaching to you, makeup is not a collectible. I'm going to let this go. My makeup table is never a tourist attraction. People don't come to visit me and say, hey, can I go and look at your makeup? I did recently, a few years ago, have some YouTubers that came to visit me, and they did say that, but that's the, exception to the rule. All right, so we're going into lip products next, and that's going to be a real tough one. Lip products are next. Okay. Let me just sort through these puppies. Okay, let's start with the glosses because that will be easier for me. This is the Lifter gloss, and that is in the Sunshade. This is a true topper for lips. I'm going to put that right back there. I'm going to keep that. This is Reef, which is a really pretty lip gloss with pigmentation shade. I'm going to keep that one. This one is Silk. I think I didn't like this one. Yeah, this was a little deep, so I'll get rid of this one. This is Silk. And this one is Rust. This is a deeper shade. Autumn Time, looked really pretty. Really, really pretty. Rust. I think I'm going to keep that. It might be nice in late spring and summer. We have here, this is July Star Butter Gloss. I got this recently from Temu, and it really is a nice gloss. Smells like cake mix. I'm actually going to keep that because it's really pleasant. This is Pat McGrath. This is the Venus. Very, very nice, very pigmented. I'm going to keep that. Sephora, this is a pretty shade of kind of a purple. It's the only lip color I have that's in that shade, but it is old and it is Sephora, so I'm going to let it go. This is Charlotte Tilbury. This is the, I think it's the Diamonds Plumping Gloss. I'm going to keep that. And then MAC, this is just the plain clear gloss, and I will keep that. So that's all my lip glosses. This is 020 Pick Me. This is one of those lip gloss chicer eyeshadow things. It's really terrible. I'm going to get rid of that. More gloss. This is one more gloss. This is Fenty, and I believe this is Glow One. This is the Gloss Bomb, which is really, really pretty. I got this in that kit that they put out from Sephora at December time. I'm going to keep that. Really, really nice. This Smooth Whip from NYX is a matte lip cream, and this is Kitty Belly. It's a little bit deep, I think, for me. Yeah, it's a little deep and it's very matte, so I'm going to let go of this. This is a Super Stay from Maybelline Matte Ink. They have that strong floral scent. I'm just going to get rid of it. I can't stand that floral scent. It really is annoying, and it doesn't give me a headache or anything. I just find it really annoying, and it wafts and messes with my coffee in the morning. These are all those lip pencils that came in a set for like $8. You got 12 of them. They're all aloe infused, but the caps don't look anything like the shade. They're a little bit off, so I'm going to let these go only because it's annoying for me. It's extra work in the morning. Just going to let them go. Just let it go. Let it go. This is Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude. This is a color everybody should have in their collection, and I'm keeping it in mind. similar to that, but in a drugstore fashion, and it's slightly different. This is Grige, Gone Grige. It's a slightly deeper shade. It's good for lining just underneath the center of the bottom of the lip for a little extra pout. I'm going to keep that one. This is Sephora in red. I used this actually for a demo I had to do a red lip, so I'm going to let that go. This is the Line Out Loud lip pencil in Born to Hustle. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I'm going to keep that. This one is Joa Automatic Lip Liner, and the Joa brand is a Korean brand. Really, really nice. Very creamy. Yeah, I'll keep that. It's a little bit slightly cooler tone than the other one. This one is Sugar and Spice from LA Girl. These liners are pretty tough. I'm going to let this one go because it's slightly dark. Now I have some expensive ones here and some not so expensive ones. I have two from NYX. I have one called Peekaboo Neutral, which is almost a daily lip pencil for me, so I'm keeping that one. And then we have Stockholm, which is one of their suede mattes, which is really nice as a base. It's slightly warmer tone and lighter than the other one, so I'll keep that. This is Pat McGrath. This is the Nude Venus lip crayon. It's a little bit light, but it makes a nice base, so I'm going to keep that. And this is Anastasia Beverly Hills in Baby Roses. Way too light, but it is a warm tone for autumn, late summer and autumn, so I'm going to keep that. So we narrowed down those pretty well. Okay, lipsticks are not going to be so easy. This is a stacker lipstick set. These are all matte shades. I think they're really cool. They really do give a really great, they give a great color. I mean, I'm really, really impressed. But, oh geez. It's a wonderful idea, but I'm just going to let it go. They're matte shades, and none of them are really that appealing. Maybe one of them is, but I want to keep this whole thing in my collection for one shade. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm just going to get rid of it. The novelty of it was so cool. These two from Sephora are old, so I'm just going to get rid of them. These silver case ones from Sephora have such a beautiful look to them. Yeah, really, really pretty. Really pretty. But they are old, so I'm going to get rid of both of those. Makeup Forever. This is Rouge Artist. These came in a set of 2 for $15. Makeup Forever. They are actual lipsticks. This one's just a little too dark for me. I'm not that keen on it, so this is going. And this one, I think, the rosy one here. Yeah, this was pretty, but a little bit too dark again. You know, I think maybe these weren't popular shades, and that's why they put them in for $15 for the set of both of them. So they're going. I'll put like with like, and we will... Oop, here's another gloss. This is NARS gloss. Oh yeah, I've got to keep that. I believe that's Orgasm. Yeah, it's an Orgasm gloss. I'm going to keep that. I forgot. Okay, I have 6 lipsticks from Charlotte Tilbury. This one is Pillow Talk. I think it's something everybody should have in their collection. Pillow Talk. And this is fairly new, within the year, so I'm going to keep that. This one is Bitch Perfect, which is a beautiful neutral shade, and you can see the difference between Bitch Perfect and Pillow Talk. It's a much more neutral, nudie color. This is Sexy Sienna. This is more of a brighter shade. I'm really having trouble giving away any of my Charlotte Tilbury's because I love the formulas so much. This one is In Love with Olivia. I might be able to part with this one. I think it's a little... No, I can't part with it. It's a little bit, yeah, cheapers. This is Dance Floor Princess. Can't part with that. I love that shade, and this is my second one. I actually bought a second one, so we're keeping that. Beautiful cheetah. See this case? Beautiful. And then this one is JK Magic. Yeah, this is a nice neutral as well. So can't really part with any of my Charlotte Tilbury's. Let's see how we do with the MACs. I think I'll do better with the MACs. Okay, this is, thanks, it's MAC. This is a... And this is Twig, which is, it was originally Twiggy, but her people didn't like MAC calling it that, so they had to shorten it to Twig, so it wouldn't be associated with Twiggy, but that was the shade that originally was in the Supermodel line. I actually don't like it, and I'm going to get rid of it. It's a little bit dark for me. And this one is Sea Sheer, which is the cream formula. I really like this a lot. This is kind of my red. I really like this, so I'm keeping Sea Sheer. So, yeah. All right, let's do the low ends. This is Milani. This is one of those fetish lipsticks in Pleasure. I think I'm going to keep that because it's very, very nice. It's smooth, creamy. It lasts a long time. It is drugstore, but I really like it. I think it's a really nice one. Real Her I got as a gift in an Ipsy bag, and I'm just going to let go. This is LA Colors in Big Deal. And I just think the LA Colors line, they're from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to have to let it go. It does have a strong scent that's very similar to the L'Oreal scent. This is Flower Beauty, and this is Peachy Nude. And unfortunately, this is old, so I'm going to have to get rid of it. Sephora, this is number 68. I think this is called Spark. This is actually a cover over. I'm going to let this go because this is also old and it's also Sephora, so they're probably going to cancel it or discontinue it. This is Revlon. This is Soft Silver Red, my favorite red shade of all time. And please, Revlon, don't go out of business. I love you. Okay. I have two from Clinique. This is, of course, the Black Honey shade, which everybody loves. This is really just a lip balm. This isn't the full-on lipstick. I'm going to keep it. I think it's more of a gloss or a balm. It's not really a lipstick. This is Back Talk. It's a matte shade from Urban Decay. I think I can get rid of this without a problem. These don't have a very good lasting power, and that was in that set that came out from Sephora. This is Nude Venus from Pat McGrath. Very, very light. It's actually a little too light for me, and I think I'm going to let it go. Clinique's, this is the Pop, the lipstick Pops, and this is Pop Melon Pop. This is one of my favorite colors of all time. Really, really pretty. Love that. Gonna keep it. This is fairly new too. I bought this, I think, in the late autumn. So we're keeping that. We're down to two. This is Anastasia. This is Tease from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Very nice. It's a light shade, kind of a light nudie shade. It's good for the center of the lips. I'm going to keep it for that purpose. And the last shade is Buxom. This is a plumping lipstick, and this is called Heartthrob. That was my CB handle back in the 70s, Heartthrob. Oh, I really like it. It is old though. I'm gonna have to let it go. It's too old. Dang it. And we have one MAC Boldly Bare lip liner that hid from me. I'm keeping it, of course. All right. So these are my lipsticks. So I do have them here. I'm just gonna show you. And I hate, you know, I bought this. This is Libra, and thank you, Nisha Sugar Puff and Fluff. This is a wonderful perfume, and I'm actually gonna be a big girl and buy a perfume bottle. And I think I'm gonna wait until my birthday next month, because I know somebody always gives me a Sephora certificate. He has been doing that for years, and he probably will this year as well. So I'll get a bottle of, like a big girl, I'll get a bottle of perfume, and this is the Libra from YSL, and this is a beautiful scent. Nisha was talking about it in her best of 2022, and she had like a huge bottle and a little bottle. She had like 2 bottles of it. There's 2 types of Libra from YSL. There is the De Parfum, which I believe is much stronger, and it has almost a masculine scent to it. I don't really care for it. And the other one is Libra, but it's the Eau de Parfum. And Eau de makes a huge difference. That's a lighter scent. It when you initially spray it on, there's a strong note of like a lavender and a few other heavy, I'm not good with scent. And then it dries down, and about 20 minutes to half an hour later, you get the true scent, which is a beautiful scent. I'd highly recommend you go into a store that carries the YSL Libra and spray it on yourself and walk around for a while and wait for it to calm down, and you'll see with your DNA what it smells like. So I just always feel like these are test tubes, you know. And you know, when I spray the perfume with these, it's not quite the same thing as spraying it from a bottle, and it's an experience thing, you know. It's just like an attitude thing. So I am gonna buy, like a big girl, I'm gonna buy a perfume bottle, which I know is more expensive, but I may be able to get this into an atomizer, which I will try to do, because this is just not satisfying the way I have to spray it from here. And I have a few other things. You get them in like samplers, or like I buy those test set things where you get like 7 different scents from one brand. And these are the only 3 that are left. Let's see, what do I have here? This is Nest Madagascar Vanilla. This is the 7 Virtues. This is Blackberry Lily. I may get a bottle of this as well because I really do like it. And then this one is Replica Beach Walk, which is my summer scent. I think this is a beautiful summer scent. I also have this little coffret of Miss Dior, and I kind of like this just for a springy weekend thing. I may wear that this weekend. And then I really do like these, and you can get them in Walmart. Oh my God, you can get them in Walmart. This is the Wild Spirit. And this is the Driftwood shade. This is just a wonderful scent to add to your life. And then this other one is Spring Jasmine is the other one. So these are the Wild Spirit. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them in Walmart. I know. And that's it. You know, I am a Shalimar girl from way back. I've always loved Shalimar. And I had a fake Shalimar bottle that I was using, and I thought, you know, I deserve a nice perfume in a real bottle, a real perfume. And so that's it. You know, I had like a million of these little things floating around in my tray. And until I get the big bottle, I'll have to deal with that. But I will be getting like full-size bottles of perfumes, and I think that's part of being an adult woman. I really do. And now that I'm going to be 65 next month, yeah, I've stopped saying that I'm 64 in every video. Now I'm saying I'm almost 65. So I am going to get full-size bottles of my perfumes and be a big girl. So I thought I would give you a tour of what's left. At the end of this video, I'll give you a tour of what is actually left in my collection. And I did make a couple of switches. I took a few things out, and you can also see how I'm storing my makeup, which, you know, okay, so these are just the lip products, and I brought everything out here into my dining room so I could show it. And then this tower, this is kind of neat. This is from Dollar Tree. I think it's a pencil holder, and I just stuck it in there, and I have my lip pencils that are left, and my eye pencils that are left. And up top here I have the pot, and then I have the two major shadows that I like to use. So those are up there. And then for lipsticks, I have the glosses in the back, and then I have the lipsticks in the front. Perfumes, of course. And then these are nail polish removers here. It's weird doing this like with the thing showing. I have face shavers and stuff in this top drawer. I have sponges and powder puffs in this drawer. These are lip and eye primers. These are face primers. And these are the foundations that are left. These are concealers and powders that are left. These are contours and bronzers that are left. These are assorted tools. I guess you could call it my junk drawer of makeup stuff. It's got manicure scissors, things like that. And then these are nail products, and there's my nail wraps. I added those in. You didn't see those in the original Declutter. These are highlighters and blushes. Don't have very many of each left, but it's so much easier. These are brow products. Not many of those left either. These are mascaras, and I just have the 3 left. The L'Oreal, the Milani, and the Big Sky from Maybelline. A lot of that has to do with the fact that I throw away mascaras after 3 to 4 months. And then I have the lash curlers. That's a lash curler, and then those lash combs up there. And these are fake lash stuff, applicators, glues, and then this is the liner I like to use for after putting on false lashes. These are face sprays and fixing sprays. We have some more powder puffs. These are the pointed ones. Then we have the palettes that are left. Then we have brushes here. And then this is that color switch thing, which I just bought the cheapy one at Dollar Tree. My eye brushes, I have them organized by the teeny ones. These here are the concealer brushes. And then we have here, these are the blending crease brushes. Then we have, there's my alcohol. We have nail files, hair stuff. We have the squares and the circle pads. I have tooth stuff and tooth whiteners, which I haven't used. And then we have the infamous Q-tips, which I have to have. And then I have my tissues. In the back here, I have my hair rollers. I have my spare mirrors. And that is pretty much it. I already decluttered my brushes, unfortunately, so I can't show that. As far as links below, I don't really have any links below because these are things I'm getting rid of, and my final tally of products are, you know, that's just what I have. And I'll be, you know, continuing on. I will be adding to the collection, of course. I have new things coming in every week that I review and I think about and try. And so I'm not going to forsake you there, but I've got to pare down my own collection so that it's manageable to me. And when I wake up in the morning, I can actually put on my own makeup without a lot of stress and hunting around and, you know, making big decisions like which palette to use or which foundation to use. So, okay. So I want to thank you for watching all of this. I hope you got some ideas maybe, and to know that, you know, makeup isn't a collectible. It's not. It really isn't. And stop putting that kind of value on things like makeup, because it's just not worth it, really. So I hope all of you are having a wonderful week and have a beautiful day. Take care. Toodles. Eyes on the camera. I don't know where to look. I'm looking at my phone, so I'm looking at me, right? Okay. All right. This is it. Bye.